What's up guys, Mitsuha here from KMG, and I am back today with another game hunting vlog. Before we get into that, I do want to very quickly show you guys some stuff I picked up off camera. This wasn't in a vlog because I didn't think of it at the time. It was a bit of a spur of the moment thing. But I ended up getting that Final Fantasy IX for the PS1 that we saw at Media Madhouse. It's amazing, but it usually takes, for every time it loads, whether it's going between loading zones, entering a battle, exiting a battle, anything like that, it seems to take at least like 2 minutes. I've even had it take up to 2 hours, at which point I gave up. So if you guys know what's up with that, if it's an issue with the game, if it's an issue with the PS1, or if that just happens, please let me know because I'm a bit concerned. I think I'm actually going to ask Media Madhouse about that when I go today. Other than that, I did get my hands on a Retron, which has an NES and SNES, courtesy of my stepdad, so thank you for that, as well as our collection of NES games, which has Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, RC Pro-Am Racing, Ninja Turtles, Fisher Price. I can remember. This is wonderful because I've been feeling a bit amnesic lately, so that'll be great. And then everyone loves Sesame Street, so here we go. We have that also. Uh, these are because when we first got it, my little sister was like 3, so it made sense at the time. Nevertheless, interesting things to add to the collection, so I'm not complaining. And then Super Mario Bros. 2. And since I last saw you guys, I also got around to playing Fester's Quest. Super good. I really like it. The difficulty is a bit strange. It's a very tough game I've found, and it gives you no instruction whatsoever. It kind of reminds me of the original Legend of Zelda, but that's for another day. But for now, let's get going. Also, I was about to leave and I realized I have another thing I didn't show you, and that is Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the SNES. So that's cool. I have a Capcom fighting game. I did get to use the Capcom arcade control thing right here. It I don't know, it's fun, but I definitely think I prefer... Oh boy, I'm knocking everything over. But I do definitely think I prefer the regular SNES control because I can't get any of the combos to work with the joystick. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. My friend Cody and I were trying to get that to work, but couldn't. But nevertheless, it was still a lot of fun to use and great for this game. Alright guys, so before we do get going though, I do want to kind of catch you up with what we're doing today. So earlier on in this week, or no, I guess this is a new week, last week, or it was this weekend, Media Madhouse posted something on their Facebook page saying that they got some new N64 games. Oh boy, there's some good ones in there, so we're not gonna be able to get everything today. It breaks my heart, but we're gonna get what we can. There's also another thing I have my eye on. It might not make sense at first, but I will explain that also. But don't worry, I will be going back later this week to get the rest of the N64 stuff that I missed today, as long as it's still there. So fingers crossed it'll still be there when we go back later this week, but for now we're going to get what we can. Also, it's going to be that time of the year. You can't go anywhere without bringing a coat because you never know if you're going to break down, if it's going to be cold out. Hypothermia is not a fun thing, and unfortunately with winter comes things like this. But nevertheless, we will survive and we will get some cool games. Alright guys, here we are. Oh, this isn't Media Madhouse? Yeah, so about that. So as you guys know, I love that store a lot. I'm a huge fan of theirs. According to Facebook, I am their top fan. But apparently there's still things I forget and don't know. Today's Monday. I completely forgot Media Madhouse is not open Monday, so I just went to work early, I guess. I don't know. We'll hit up Media Madhouse tomorrow, though, for sure. I promise. Don't worry. Not that it affects you guys much anyway, because by the time you're watching this, it will have happened anyway. So what's a whole nother day for me is about 15 seconds for you guys. So whoops, my bad. We'll get it tomorrow. Alright, so Media Madhouse is not open yet, but I figured I would take this time to try again to get the first game hunting vlog uploaded. I tried last week at one point, and it did not work. I came back home to see that it had aborted it, apparently, and so I had to delete that and start all over with that video. So, hopefully this time everything works out, everything gets uploaded, and we don't have any more issues. If not, that'll be annoying, but we'll figure something out. The main issue is that my Wi-Fi is incredibly slow, and the file for the video is over a gigabyte in size, so it's a bit strenuous on my Wi-Fi, and it's not working too well. As you can see, it's been at 0 this whole time. It's been like that for like 5 minutes now. It'll be a long, tedious upload, but it'll eventually get up. Alright, I know, I keep interrupting you guys. You guys are getting so excited, and I keep stopping you from seeing what's gonna happen. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to let you know there is some exciting stuff happening. I was working on animating something, and I decided, I don't know why, if now that I think about it, but I was like, you know what? I haven't checked Media Madhouse's Facebook page in a couple days, so I'm gonna check it again. And oh boy, am I glad I did. So I saw some really great stuff on there that I am now going to get today also. Uh, and because of that, we're going to have to switch our plans. This is going to be all for one console, this haul is. It was originally going to be for 2 consoles, but the game that I was going to get for the second console will just have to wait until the end of the week, because for now, my priorities have changed, because you'll see why when we get there, but my priorities have had to change. Otherwise, I might not be able to get everything that's there. I might miss out on it. And oh boy, once you see what we're getting, you'll understand why I didn't want to miss out on it. But other than that, I think that's all, guys. If I interrupt you again, I am so sorry. I'll actually, I don't know. I'll do something. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully that's the last interruption. Now, let's get on with the video. Alright, so at last we are here. Before we want to go in though, guys, I want to show you, there was a lot of planning that went into this trip. Right here, I planned to come in with $100, because, you know, it's always smart to budget yourself. And then I wrote down everything I wanted. I found the prices on Facebook. There you go. That's everything I'm planning to get, for those of you wondering. Again, we won't be getting everything today, but we're going to be able to get more than I was expecting, so that's very great. As long as it's all still there, because, you know, who knows, this is a store, things do get sold, so if our luck's absolutely terrible, we could go in there and nothing that we wanted is left, so I would really hope that that wouldn't happen. The odds are it won't, but who knows. Let's see what's left. Let's go. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. That's another thing they got in. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and the controller is open. That is so beautiful. If I didn't have a black one, I'd consider getting it. Who knows, maybe someday. Over here, let's make sure everything is still... Ooh, they got Hey You Pikachu also? That was not on the Facebook page. Okay. Looking around. Alright, it's looking good, guys. Looks like everything's here, to my knowledge. Could be wrong. I do also have a question for them. I bought Pokemon Snap from here for $25. Okay. Yep. So I'll ask about that. Otherwise, looking good. And then I also got to looking at the SNES and NES games not too long ago. They have some great ones. You know, they don't show all of them, but you look in here, you read through some of these, there's some great titles. Let's see if they had, there's an NES game I'm actually watching for that they had. I'm gonna see if I can find it to make sure that it is still here. Here it is. There we go. That's what I'm going to be picking up Friday. That, and where is it? That. Beautiful. Oh boy. There'll be a couple other things too, but those are the main ones. Yep. Man, you guys have been getting a lot of N64 stuff in. Alright, so we've got everything here. I'll real quickly go through a recap of what we've got so far with you guys. We got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. That's an amazing game. I've really been wanting to get this for a while, so that was really cool. And it matches the bag. That's nice. We got Perfect Dark, another classic game. Really nice. I do have GoldenEye, so this is basically that game's spiritual successor. So that's amazing. Now I have
well, I have more than 2 of Rare's best games, I guess. I wasn't thinking, but I have 2 of their best first-person shooters. There we go. And so that's amazing to have. I actually saw a complete in-box version not too long ago at another store. Did not have the money for that, though, so had to pass on it, unfortunately. Up next, we have South Park Rally. I know nothing about it. Before too long ago, up until recently, I didn't know that there were South Park games before, Stick of Truth, The Fractured Butthole, those games. I didn't know there was anything older, so that was nice to find out. I also got Excite Bike 64, property of Blockbuster, even though this isn't Blockbuster. That's cool to get, though. I had this game growing up. It was really sad when someone got rid of it. I'm not going to say who, but someone in my life got rid of all my N64 games years ago. So it's good to get that back. Plus, Blockbuster doesn't really exist anymore outside of one place in Alaska. So it's kind of neat to have Blockbuster stickers at this point. I guess you could argue that the games aren't as nice with it, but at least it's something that doesn't exist anymore, really. So there's some fun in that. Up next, we have Monster Truck Madness 64. The main thing that drove me to get this game is, well, for one thing, I'm going for a 100% complete collection of N64 games, or at least the American releases. And then also, my dad has actually been getting really into Monster Jam Steel Titans, I think it is, on the Xbox One. And so I figured if I get an N64 Monster Truck game, maybe he and I could have some fun with that. That'll be fun. So I got it. And for $8, you can't go wrong with that. Up next, oh boy, this was one of the ones they posted today on their Facebook page. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. I was absolutely thrilled. I haven't played either of the Stadium games, so I don't know which one is better between 1 and 2. I know 2 has that really cool silver and gold cartridge, but this is still really awesome. I cannot wait. And I finally have something that I can use that transfer pack on that I got from the mystery box, so that's great as well. And then, lastly, we have Donkey Kong 64. Amazing. This game right here is an absolute classic. Another game by Rare. I didn't even remember that until I saw the logo right there. But this is another game by Rare. An absolutely wonderful one. And it is authentic. That's cool. I know with games like this, you always have to check. I trust the people here, but when you do get classic games like your Donkey Kongs, your Marios, all that, do make sure to check they're authentic. But nevertheless, this one is, obviously. All these are. But anyway, this was an amazing haul, and I can't wait to continue it later on this week. Alright, so we are about to get going. I have the PS1 controller, Final Fantasy IX, and then I have the memory stick in my pocket. We are going to take those with us to Media Madhouse because I believe I did mention before about how Final Fantasy IX was taking, at times, over an hour to load, and that is not normal. I talked to the people at Media Madhouse about that. They said to bring it in, they'll see what they can do. The 7-day warranty was expired. I was out of town, so I couldn't bring it in during that period, but they said that they'll see what they can do for it, so hopefully we can get that figured out, because it's not too fun to have a console that doesn't play games very well, so hopefully that gets fixed and I can enjoy this console to its fullest. Alright, we're finally here, so let's go in, see if they still got everything we're interested in, and then go from there. If not, there's always plenty of stuff here, so it'll be fine, either way. Alright. Oh, do they not? Looks like they sold it, guys. That's okay, though. That means we can get other games, so it'll all work out in the long run. Hey, you Pikachu's looking pretty good right there.
Yep.
So is Turok. That looks great. And then there was some PS1 stuff also that I was interested in, so we will go check that out. Alright. So here's a bunch of PS1 stuff. Actually, let's check the cased things also. I think those Crash games. Maybe. But there were a couple things I wanted from here. There we go. Alright. And I know these don't have the covers, but look at those prices. $3.99 for Tomb Raider 2. I can't beat that. Can't complain. So we'll be getting that. And Gex 3. Now, this I thought this was the first Gex. I remembered wrong, but that's fine. But Gex, for some reason, I was reading the reviews of it today, and oh boy, guys, go on Google, look up Gex reviews, and they are very weird. The only thing I can think of is because of Scott the Waz's video about the Dark Age of Nintendo. Other than that, though, I can't imagine why the reviews would be so weird. But, alright, we got some Star Wars. Can't go wrong with Star Wars. I believe there was another one before. Here we go. Pick up both of those. Anything else? Alright guys, it's looking like we will pick up Super Mario World, so that'll be awesome as well. Alright, so we finished up everything in there, and a lot happened. Nothing that I felt like recording really, but it was all good stuff. So basically, they looked at the PS1, and they checked that out, made sure everything was working with that, and believe it or not, the issue is with the system. I kind of thought that, wasn't 100% certain, but I assumed it was probably the system because the game looks fine. They cleaned the game, they tested that on their PS2 that they have for testing. They tested some of the other games I was picking up that I'll show you. And they came to the conclusion that the eye in this PS1 is just going out due to age. And apparently that's really expensive to change. So they said, since they sold me this and it's kind of going to crap right now, what they're going to do is next time they get a PS1 in, they're going to call me, let me know, and then I will get that for half off. So that's going to be a $20 PS1, which I'm thrilled about. And then other than that, today I ended up getting, not that card, I ended up getting Rygar for the NES. Very awesome game. My dad and I were talking about this game not too long ago, and then the day after we talked about it, they ended up getting it in here, so perfect timing. That's awesome. I've never played it, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. I also got, everyone's played this one by now, I hope, Super Mario World for the SNES. I have this on the Game Boy Advance. I have it on the Wii. I do not have it on the SNES, though, until now, so that's amazing to have. Very happy to get that. As far as PS1 stuff goes, I did get some more PS1 games today. I went ahead and I got Tomb Raider 2 with no cover because these no cover games are super cheap here, which is amazing. So I got that. We got Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko. I feel like I might have to play the first two at some point, but for now we have Gex 3. That's awesome. Again, know nothing about it other than apparently it's a meme online I'm learning. So that's cool. I also got Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace for the PS1 and Star Wars Masters of, I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I'll butcher it, but there, I've never heard of this either. Looks like it's some kind of fighting game though, so that'll be really cool. A fighting game with Star Wars characters. That should be tons of fun. And then, wrapping things up, we've got a few more things here. We got Hey You Pikachu for the N64. Apparently it used to belong to Brian. Brian, I got your game. Now, I do not have the mic for this, but that's fine. The mic apparently barely works anyway. I just figured this will be a neat little game to add to the collection, so there's that. And then lastly, as far as games go, I got Family Video, Turok for the N64. I'll probably try to get that sticker off because it's covering the whole logo, except where you can see Turok. So hopefully I can get that off without damaging the logo. If not, I guess this is going to be Family Videos forever. And then lastly, I ended up getting this right here, if I can grab it, a second PS1 controller, because, you know, multiplayer is a thing, and I figure if I want to play multiplayer with people, I better get a second controller. And for $8, that's amazing, I feel, so definitely had to pick that up. So now I can play multiplayer with people on a PlayStation. Just hopefully not mine because, you know, it isn't reading things too well. But that'll be fun as well. But other than that, I think that's about all, so I will head back. We'll do a recap of everything we got, and then I will probably end the video. Alright guys, I wasn't planning on including this, but this is me indirectly getting a PS2. Here's... Yep. Yeah. And here's Kevin. And then there's our new guy, Tyler. Welcome. But I am buying Spider-Man for the PS4, not because I have a PS4,
but because Kevin said that if I can get him this,
Quest 2?
oh,
I
see,
told you.
they always were in stock.
Well, yeah, it's coming Christmas time.
True. But Kevin said that if I can get him that, he'll give me a
yeah.
PS2, all the hookups, a controller, and games, so I cannot pass that up. Alright, so the receipt says... Gosh, here. Kevin, can you pull out the receipt? I can't do that one-handed.
Just go.
The receipt's right there. Alright, so pull that out. What does it say we paid?
It says we paid. What didn't?
Hold on.
25?
Hang on.
There we go.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
No, that's what I paid. I gave them 21. The total was 21.33. Okay? We paid 21.33 for that game. Come here. We paid 21.33. What does that say?
35.
We paid 21.33.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Huge discount. We're men.
Are we?
I like to think so.
We are manly men. Only manly men wear manly men outfits.
Yeah, you tell him, Kevin.
Baby Yoda? Dog.
Oh,
You know what I could do with all this?
where is this going?
Don't look.
Oh,
You need protection.
I don't think so.
You need protection.
Oh,
My child.
the child.
My!
This is the way. Oh boy, guys. What kind of people am I hanging out with? Alright, guys, so we are back. Now I'm going to show you what all I got from that trade with Kevin, because we did end up going through with that, so that's very exciting. So from that trade, we gave him Spider-Man for the PS4, which we got for $21.33. From that, we got a PS2, all the hookups, no controller because he could not find it, but if he does find it, he said that he will give that to me, so that's nice. And then, oh boy, we got a lot of games. They're not all good games. A lot of them are just like filler titles, but basically got his whole collection. We got Knockout Kings 2001, WWF SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, FIFA 2002, Transformers the Game, Wayne Gretzky NHL 06, WWF SmackDown Just Bring It, Carol Vorderman's Sudoku, Pro Bass Challenge, Madden 2002, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which not only has Mortal Kombat Armageddon in it, it also has Devil May Cry, so that's very nice. There was no Devil May Cry case, so I'll just leave that in with Mortal Kombat because that's where I found it. We got that. SOCOM US Navy SEALs, Cue Ball Billiard Master, God of War, which, if I can get this open, does also have behind this God of War 2, so that's great. We got those. And we got NCAA 07 football. I didn't even realize I got an NCAA game from him. Some of those are worth a lot. I don't know that this is one of those, but that's still cool to have. We got Pac-Man World Rally, Shinobi, Ben 10 Protector of Earth, Sonic Riders, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, World Series of Poker, my bad, Tournament of Champions 2007 edition, NFL 2K3, American Idol, Pac-Man World 3, Triple Play 2002. See, we have too many games, guys. It can't even stand. Alright, so everything fell, but it's okay. We fixed it. Now we've got two separate stacks. And in addition to that, from Kevin, we also got Halo 3 ODST for the Xbox 360 and a GameCube memory stick. So, very nice. So, for $21.33, we got a PS2, the hookups, a memory card, Halo ODST or Halo 3 ODST, and all of these PS2 games. I think we made out right there, guys. And then also earlier this week we picked up, you guys saw these, but just a bit of a recap for you. Super Mario World for the SNES, Rygar for the NES, and a bunch of N64 stuff. We got Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong 64, Pokemon Stadium, Monster Truck Madness 64, Excitebike 64, Turok 2, which you can barely tell what that is because of the sticker, but oh well, South Park Rally, and Hey You Pikachu, and that's all for the N64 stuff. And then we also did, yes, there's more, managed to get Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace for PlayStation 1, Star Wars Masters of something I'm not going to try to pronounce for the PlayStation 1, Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko with no cover. Ironic, it's Deep Cover Gecko, but there is no cover, so this is just Gex 3 Deep Gecko. And then Tomb Raider 2 starring Lara Croft for the PlayStation 1, so we more than doubled our PS1 collection, got a bunch of N64 stuff, some NES and SNES, a 360 game, a memory stick, and then we also, most excitingly, got a new console and a ton of games for it, so... Oh, also, I completely forgot, we got a PS1 DualShock controller, so that's very nice, but definitely one of the best game hunting weeks I've had in recent times, if not ever, probably my best one to date, but that was very exciting. I'm glad you guys were able to tag along with me for some of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If not, feel free to dislike it as well, that's fine. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to also check out our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and if you want to hang out with us, hang out with some other people, and just have a really good time overall, join our Discord server, which is also linked down below. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.